I'm Dana Perino. Join me for my brand new podcast, Perino on Politics. As we analyze the 2024 election cycle, make sure you subscribe to this series on FoxNewsPodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts, and leave me a rating and review.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Our top story today is that Instagram has added the ability to go live with up to 3 other people. I predicted this. I was right. We don't have to get into all that. On about.fb.com, the blog post doubling up on Instagram Live with live rooms. Today we're introducing live rooms, giving you the ability to go live on Instagram with up to 3 people. Previously, you could go live with only one other person in a stream, but now you can double up on your live broadcast. We hope the doubling up will give more creative opportunities. Start a talk show, host a jam session, or co-create with other artists, host more engaging Q&As or tutorials with your following, or just hang out with more of your friends. Let's get into how it works. To start a live room, you swipe left on the Instagram app, pick the live camera option at the bottom, and then you can add a title to the room. I think that's actually really important to add the title to the room so people know when they're joining what's going on and what the room's about. And then you can tap the rooms icon to add your guests. You'll see people who have requested to go live with you, and you can search for a guest to add. When you start a live room, you'll remain at the top of the screen when you add guests. As a broadcaster, you can add up to 3 guests at once or one by one. And they give an example, which I really like. You could start with 2 guests and add a surprise guest as the 3rd participant later. Going live with multiple guests is a great way to increase your reach, as guests' followers can also be notified. Side note, I've been saying that for a while, and that is absolutely one of my favorite ways to get new followers, because people who join the live stream who don't know who you are will be interested in you because you're going live with someone that they look up to, admire, or consider a friend. Great way to expand your following. I checked, and I do have the ability to go live with up to 3 other people. I just went live for a quick second, and I saw a little icon in the bottom allowing me to invite other guests into the live stream, and it said that I could go live with up to 3 people at once. So I definitely recommend checking to see if you have this feature. Since we're talking about going live, this is a really good time to talk about some of the strategies that I recommend around going live. It can be really hard to figure out a reason why to go live, so I recommend brainstorming and thinking about what your followers might like to see. The best 2 ways I found to go live, and it's even better if you combine these 2 things, is by using, number 1, the question sticker. If you post it 23 hours before you go live, people can write in questions, and then you can share those questions on your live stream as a sticker at the bottom, and then you can answer those questions. That's great because people who join the live midstream and don't know what's going on see a really nice visual indicator of the topic you're talking about because you're answering a question that someone posed. Maybe they even have the same question. The second thing I always recommend is to go live with someone because it helps to stimulate the conversation. I use a Calendly link and I send it to the person who I'd like to go live with, and I say, please fill this out. It lets them pick a time for when they'd like to go live with me, and also gives me an idea of what questions and topics to ask they can talk about. If you're not familiar with Calendly, I highly recommend it. It's a great tool. It's free to get started if you just have one Gmail or other email account, and you can create calendar events where people can fill out all kinds of information that you request, and then it goes in their calendar and it goes in your calendar. It's an excellent tool, and it's perfect for planning things like live streams. The last thing I want to recommend is going live at the same time every week. If you can do this consistently, people will start to expect it and they'll start to plan their lives around it. For instance, I try to go live with my wife every Friday night at 8 o'clock. We don't always do it, but that's what we try for. And people will send us messages if we didn't go live on Friday at 8 o'clock saying, hey, what happened? That says to us that it's working. So try to pick a consistent schedule that works for you and try to go live with that so your followers start to expect it. That's it for today's show. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, strategy, tips, and much more.